welcome everybody to 2021. This is our first show for Tech Thursday. Yes, we know it's not Thursday. Yes, we know it's Monday. But that's how we roll in 2021. 2020 was a year that just anything goes. And so we said, you know what? 2021, let's shake things up a bit. So from here on in, Tech Thursday will now be aired on Mondays at 8 p.m. And we have our co-host, or I should say the producer, with us tonight. And without further ado, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody out there. Yes, 2021, we do new things. Therefore, new time, Mondays at 8. You know, we have so much great expectations for 2021. We say, hey, let's start off the week on a good foot by letting our public see us first thing on the week, in the week. Well, it's only me now, but, you know, 2020 has been a year that I think will go down in the history books. But 2021, you know, well, 2020 really ushered in the true usage of technology around the world. Everybody who was afraid of technology had no other choice to embrace technology. So we think 2021 is going to be the year of technology, embracing your technology. So it's going to be a fabulous year for all of our viewers who love technology, who has been embracing technology, who has been listening to our tips. We know that 2021 is going to be a fabulous, phenomenal year for you and for us. So, you know, we want you guys to spread the news that we're now here on Mondays at 8 p.m. with lots of tips, giveaways, as usual. You know, it's an interactive and it's an informative show. And we really hope that you would use the information that's given to help you, especially in 2021, because a lot of stuff will be happening in 2021 where you're going to need the information. And with no further ado, listen, Second's like, what's going on? He's like, what's going on? No, we usually do our little break and then we go into the meat.
That's what I wanted. Yep, Tech Thursday is now on Mondays. Mondays at 8 p.m. So let your friends know. Invite your friends, your family, your enemy. Whoever. You know,
your enemy?
It's 2021. Do anything nowadays. Tech Thursday is now on Mondays at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking forward to seeing each and every one of you as you share in this journey of technology and what it has and what 2021 means of that. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like always, if you have any questions that you want to ask, write them in the comment section. Next week, hopefully we'll open up the phone lines to take live calls.
And next week, definitely. Next week, I know we'll be going to be getting so much calls because next week and the next few weeks, we're going to be dabbling into, well, we're going to talk more about it during tonight's show. But in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you know, we're going to be talking about that virtual world that we all being thrown into. So definitely listen, guys. You know, I know sometimes, you know, a lot of our viewers sometimes are intimidated. They, you know, they're like, oh, they want to ask questions online. Ask your questions while we're live. Because sometimes we're always busy. So, you know, we give this time for you, our viewers, so that you could actually ask your questions, you know. But for the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be talking about that virtual world we've all been thrown into. Zoom meetings here, this meeting there, this virtual that. So, you know, we want you guys to be able to function in a more virtual world. And that's what we're going to be tackling for the next, like I say, 2 to 3 weeks. So if you have any questions on what's best for you, we're going to be tackling those issues in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So, you know, I'm sure you guys have all the questions you want to ask.
All right. So, Again, Happy New Year to everybody. So glad to see you. Today is a holiday in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
We know a lot of persons are still enjoying the holiday fever, such as eating some nice tongue salads, eating some nice tongue fritters, just socializing
Before 10 o'clock.
with social distance before 10 p.m. But we wanted to come live tonight because we wanted to start 2021
On right feet.
Yeah, on the right feet. Because life is just throwing curveballs at you, and we wanted to do our part to make sure that we're doing our part. So, Catherine,
Yes.
what do we have in store tonight?
So, first of all, as we've been saying straight through, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And we know you're going to have fun in 2021 as we're going to have. So, you know, usually at the beginning of every year, everybody has resolutions. What are your resolutions? You guys, let us know in the comment section below. What are your New Year's resolution? Let us know what your New Year's resolution. Let
Make
us.
some money.
Oh, listen. That's always top of my list every year.
Just saying.
Every year, that's the top of my list. So
Don't make money in 2021 then.
don't do that. Listen, don't do it then. Charlie won't be with us, but every beginning of every year, everybody has New Year's resolutions. And, you know, with technology, we want you guys to be able to achieve those New Year's resolutions. You know, there are so many restrictions here, restrictions there. You can't do this. You only could do it at this time. Only this amount of persons at a time. This or that. Lots of restrictions. So this show, we're going to just look at and try to motivate you to realize that despite the restrictions, with the use of technology, you are able to you know, hopefully lose that 20 pounds. Listen, that on my list too. Everybody, you know, so we're going to be looking at a few things technological can help you make New Year's resolutions. And like I said, one of the top on everybody's list is to lose weight. There are restrictions. Sometimes the gyms are closed, gyms are open, gyms are closed. We recommend here at Tech Thursday.
I need to jump in because, you know, the Prime Minister is supposed to make a address to the nation tomorrow. You know, and we all know when he addresses the nation, something happens. So, if you did put on weight in 2021 during the
2020
during the restrictions where you could not leave or you only had a limited amount of time to do X, Y, Z. Yeah, these resolutions, Catherine was talking about in terms of losing weight. Yeah, let's do some sit-ups in our backyards, on the front porch.
That becomes boring.
Let's do some push-ups.
That becomes
I mean, I just said, now, if you don't be bougie.
No. What they can do is use technology. Hence a tech show.
Yeah, let's be bougie with technology.
It's not bougie. Because if you think bougie, I think expensive.
Okay.
There's technology out there
Oh.
that you could use to help you. You can have your personal trainer online.
Streaming at you.
Not screaming. Streaming
Oh, streaming.
with you.
Oh, I thought you said streaming.
No, streaming,
Oh,
live streaming with
right,
you,
Right.
giving you your personal tips. You know, there are even equipment like the mirror. I mean, it's been out for a while, but you know, it's become more popular. The app gives you different teachers, instructors. You know what you like. It was for you and the kids, for you and your husband. If you're gonna do yoga, you know, you could invest in technology like the mirror, the Peloton bike. You know, they have virtual classes live where your instructor is seeing you, motivating you. You know, you might be like somebody who does not like the mundane walking around a park or walking they want different, they want an instructor, they want someone pushing them. Use technology to make sure your resolutions happen. Okay? And if your resolution, like Mr. Tech or the host would say, to get more money, you have apps that are going to help you track your spending, make investments. There's different things that you could use. Use technology to make sure your resolutions come to pass. All right, and then it's usual to make more money, lose weight, probably get married. Technology get up and get married.
Yeah, man, dating sites. Yeah, man.
Sorry, somebody get a few of those dating apps. So, but nonetheless, we wouldn't go there. But use technology, embrace technology. Technology will help you with your New Year's resolutions. So we just wanted to make sure you guys, to reinforce that, use technology and use it with us. We'll help you to use technology the best way you can. Now, before we get into the real meat of the show, Mr. Tech.
Oh.
This is so put me on blast.
Oh, sorry.
What are your tech predictions for 2021? What do you see where the Bahamas will be in 2021 when it comes to technology? How will Bahamians embrace it? Won't they embrace it?
Okay. So I thought there was some more. So 2021 predictions for the Bahamas or for the world?
Bahamas and the world.
All right. So for the Bahamas, some of the tech predictions ain't really predictions so much, but I predict we're going to be on lockdown very shortly.
I say technology.
I let you know now.
Okay.
So with that being restriction at the moment, now heavily use of WhatsApp, heavily use of Facebook, heavily use of YouTube, heavy use of Zoom meetings, heavy use of Skype meetings, virtual meetings in general, online shopping, curbside shopping once again. I hope businesses took heed of what they experienced in 2020 as relates to curbside, what went wrong, what they could do better. If you are a company that offered curbside and you need some technology assistance on how to make an easier workflow, be sure to give Sonics Consultants a call as we can help you navigate this new norm.
Yeah,
Right.
and collecting revenue is a very important thing when you're restricted and you can't move.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so for the prediction, but ain't really a prediction, but you're now going to be pushing more, or you now see a more heavily advancement or use of digital wallets, such as Canoe, such as the Sand Dollar, the central bank has officially launched not worldwide, but nationwide, Bahamas-wide, in terms of using the Sand Dollar platform to purchase goods with Sand Dollar. And so 2021 is going to be that year, I believe, that Bahamians, it'll be actually the test to see whether or not Bahamians took heed of what happened in 2020, as what were some of the downfalls, some of the glitches that we experienced, and how we can now go ahead and make those adjustments in 2021, because the reality is COVID-19 is still here. Here in the Bahamas, here in the world. And so there will be restrictions, but with those restrictions, how do you adjust? How do you adapt? The food store lines are still going to be crowded, or have their the gas station lines still going to be crowded.
Listen, all I have to say is use technology. They have that gas tank. What is this? They come around, use the app. I'm sure they have an app, or you call them, fill up. What is that? Well, anyway, I don't know what the name of it is. Get them to come full of technology. Use technology, people. You may not be able to get to the gas station, but they can come to you. Agree?
Yeah, fully agree.
Yeah.
So I believe, again, 2021 is going to be that year, as relates to technology, as relates to the Bahamas, to see whether or not the Bahamian persons or Bahamian people have adapted and have adapted to what experiences that were forced on them in 2020 as relates to this pandemic and technology. Virtual schooling is still an issue, well, at least on the government side. The private school side, virtual school seems to be up and running. But those, I was listening to the president of the Teachers Union. That still seems to be a challenge in 2021 for virtual schools. That's raised the government. I think that they want to do face-to-face shortly,
I
but
think in February.
I don't know, with this new strain of COVID-19, I'm not sure if that's possible, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, 2021 should be that year for Bahamians to adapt or fully adapt and fully appreciate what technology has to offer and take full advantage of it.
Okay. Well, my prediction for 2021 is this. If you don't use Sanders Consultants then, you better use them.
There you go.
Seriously, businesses, entrepreneurs, you are just like you need a doctor, just like you need a lawyer, you are going to need an IT firm. No, we are not the only one out there. You can use technology, find which best fits you.
Yep.
That's what this platform is all about. Showing you that, there are IT professionals out there that could help your business. We're not here just to show our beautiful faces. We are here to make, your business. And if you go back to other shows, you would hear us harping and preaching the gospel of technology for entrepreneurs. We would introduce companies like Cable Bahamas, their business solution, Alive, their business solution, so your business can survive. Listen to our tips. Listen to the professionals' tip. We have professionals like Canoe came on. They talked about their platform. Listen, if you have questions, you have to ask. Do not be afraid. It can save your company. In 2020, a lot of companies went down the hole. And I mean, personally, a lot of companies that went down, I didn't even think they had to. Not because your building was physically closed, meant that you couldn't make it.
Right.
You couldn't make it.
It just clearly showed that the business owner at the time did not think that they should operate in a digital environment. And that was their downfall.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So in 2021, I predict that more companies are going to outsource IT firms or IT professionals to help their business thrive. And that is my prediction for 2021. Bahamians adopting, accepting, running after technology as they should, because we're now in a technology world. Everything is technology. So that is our prediction for 2021. That is going to be the year of technology. Different things just blazing from here, there, and everywhere. And we all have to adapt to it.
Yep. Well, we're going to take a short commercial break, and then after a short commercial break, then we're going to dive in deeper into one of the predictions that I mentioned earlier. So we'll be right back. So live streaming. Again, I know I mentioned one of the predictions is we're going to be seeing a whole lot more virtual meetings. But the whole live streaming aspect of things are going to increase in 2021. And if you want to be able to switch up your virtual meetings and give it a more professional touch, like what you see that we're doing here on Tech Thursday, I invite you to contact Sanders Consultants to help you produce a professional virtual meeting at a very affordable price to make sure that you're able to stand out and your audiences will have a more appreciative state.
Trying to say serious, audience will be bored.
Yeah, because everybody's just sitting in Zoom meetings. Hey, everybody can have me. Hey,
I didn't even talk about that in another show.
Right, but it just then you know that there are other options now for you to enhance what you're currently doing by contacting Simons Consultants.
Well, as we would have discussed earlier, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, what we're going to be looking at is, for the past year, we have been thrown into a virtual world. In a virtual world. So, we're living the day-to-day mundane life, but everything is virtual, and we've noticed that we've been getting a lot of calls on how to make companies meetings more exciting, more interactive, and all of that stuff. So what we're going to do for the next 2 to 3 shows, we're going to dive deeper into the different platforms that are out there. Some people, they can't afford certain things. Yes, they're free stuff, but with free, there's limitations. Then we're going to be looking at ways to make your meetings more exciting. Your sessions more exciting. You may be selling a product. How do you make that more exciting in this virtual world that you're living in? And then we're also going to be looking at some tricks and trades to make it look more blingy. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next 2 to 3 weeks, because we know we have all been thrown into this new virtual world. I mean, funerals. So Mr. Host could come on to this one. Funerals are now virtual.
Yep.
We have, listen, first-hand view that funerals are now virtual. How do you make it more glamorous? How do you make it more exciting? I mean, first of all, we all know behemoths like funerals.
Right, but I mean, it isn't the mere fact of exciting, but how could you allow persons who are participating virtually sharing experiences if they are really there in the graveyard, really there as what we were accustomed to whenever behemoths attend a funeral, that upfront, close and personal, that upfront, close,
jumping in the hole,
almost on jumping inside the hole, that upfront, close. I'm not making it fun, don't get us wrong, but because everybody expresses their grief and their emotions in different ways, right? But for the most part, behemoths, we know that it's everybody knows it's difficult to lose a loved one. And then with the restrictions that's enforced, only allowing 10 persons in the graveyard
for an hour.
For 1 hour, it's sort of tough. But in a virtual environment now, the person behind the camera, which this is something this is one of the services that we offer. We offer live streaming of funerals. We want to, every time we go live, we want to make sure that the viewing experience is that of a front row seat. That persons are able to see everything, are able to participate, are able to comment, are able to say their final goodbyes, are able to see the body of their loved ones, of their friends, of their families, for the final time before the cast is closed. That's one of the experiences that we offer here at Simons Consultants.
And weddings.
Yeah, and weddings.
Everything is virtual. Like we have been, like you woke up one night and be like, what on virtual meeting at 9 o'clock? What is this? But everything is virtual now.
Right.
So like, yeah, right. Everything is virtual. Us talking to you now, obviously, is virtual. We've been doing it for the past 3 seasons. Yeah, 3 years. And, we sort of saw this was what was going to happen. And hopefully a lot of persons would have embraced it. But we are going to help our entrepreneurs. We're going to help our teachers for the next, like I said, 2 to 3 weeks to have.
For the rest of 2021.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. For the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to now unleash some of our topics we're going to be discussing in 2021. We're going to dive deeper into the
virtual world,
into the do's, the don'ts, the tricks, the trades. Did you know this? Did you know that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?
Why you shouldn't do that?
Why you shouldn't do this? Why you shouldn't do that? Yeah, for the next, so the upcoming weeks, sessions are going to be impactful. We're going to take you on some tutorials, show you exactly how you do some stuff. If you want to be able to see, if you want us to show you or to produce a tutorial on something, let us know. Leave a comment or send us a DM, a private message, and let us know exactly what it is, that tutorial that you would like for us to produce, and we'll do it live. And hopefully, the experience that you guys get will be able to help you in the long run.
Yeah, especially for business owners. If you want to sell products virtually, we can put it together for you guys, assist you, reach out to us to sell your products virtually. It is more than just putting up a picture saying, "This is candy for sale, you want to buy it?" No, it isn't. I mean, you can do that. Let's see if it gets sold at least. But to be more impactful and to get more out of your products.
Yep.
Yeah. So we want you guys to let everybody know that we are now on Mondays. Yes, it's Tech Thursday. Some people say, "Your name Tech Monday night." No, ain't your name Tech Monday night. It's Tech Thursdays, and we're now on Mondays. So it gives you more time to ask questions throughout the week. We want you to interact while we're live, but if you can't, it allows you time to ask questions during the week. If you have any questions, private message us. We get back to you as soon as possible. He just wanted to show off his face. Vanity is his name. But once again, we want to thank you guys for spending your evening with us. Listen, next week, the phone lines will be open. We are going to blow your brains away with all the information when it comes to virtual meetings, living in a virtual world, working in a virtual world, selling in a virtual world, basically living in a virtual world. So we'll give you tips to make so you can master that virtual world.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Anything else?
No, just thanks for spending this evening with us. We enjoy our time with you guys. And we hope you enjoy your time with us.
All right. Until next week, Monday, we'll see you guys right here on Tech Thursday at 8 p.m. live for the continuation of tech tips, tech discussions, tech, and more tech for 2021. Thank you so much and have a good night.